Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. The 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros.
Acknowledge us.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Wrestling with the Bros once again, alongside with Fair, our executive producer, Smitty. I'm Chris. James will be here shortly. Hope you guys are having a great week, day. I hope you guys are doing well. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe button on our YouTube channel, Wrestling with the Bros, so that way when we go live like we are now, you will be notified. And also follow us on X, Twitter, whatever you call it, WWTB 2024. Fair, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? You got a new pair of shoes back there or something?
Yeah, why is that up there like that? No. What's going on, brother? We all good? Everybody out there, salute. Yeah, let's talk about some stuff.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Look, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's skip all the preliminaries. Let's get right into it. Where do you want to start? Because you know what? I'll let you start with SmackDown.
You know
Because
where
we
I
were
want to
talking.
start. You know where I want to start.
Okay. All right.
You
Let's
you
go
know where
ahead.
I want to start.
Okay.
You
want to
you
start?
fucking know where I want to start. Let's go. Go
You
ahead.
want to talk about LA Knight being on Raw?
No.
You want to start?
No. Talk about SmackDown.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, you know what? Fair. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the part of show. This is the part of the show we call Fair Rants, and Fair is going to go on a nice little rant
Oh,
here
ain't no rant.
about.
Ain't no rant. I got jokes. I got jokes.
SmackDown was terrible, man. SmackDown
Bro,
was
that shit is
terrible.
the worst fucking show.
I told
God.
you. I don't ever. It's been a very. I'm gonna tell you how bad SmackDown. The last time SmackDown was really like this bad, I'm not making this up, was when WWE was using SmackDown as a recap show for Raw.
The Tuesday nights.
Oh man, I used to hate that because like it might be like a 2-hour show, but you're literally getting maybe what 25, maybe 30 minutes of actual wrestling because they used it as a
This was 3
recap.
matches.
Man, if
It
that,
was 3 matches. Let's get real.
and they literally used the rest of the show to recap what happened on Raw. That's all they did. Like that's the last time I can. Now, if I'm wrong, Fair, please let me know. But that was the last time I remember SmackDown being like, I mean, awful.
I mean, 2019 all around was just garbage. 2000.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll say 2016 to 19 was absolutely completely garbage. Absolutely completely garbage.
Well,
They put dog food on Roman Reigns, bro.
yeah. I remember.
Come
2016
on, man.
wasn't too bad because I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty decent because they had the show after SmackDown. What was it called? SmackDown Talk or whatever.
Talking smack.
Oh, Talking Smack. Yeah.
Talking smack.
Talking Smack. Yeah. I thought that kind of
With Paul Heyman. Well,
yeah.
Paul Heyman wasn't on that time. It was actually Miz and Renee, and that
Yeah.
was when Miz blacked out on Daniel Bryan, which is still one of the greatest promos ever. He absolutely snapped on it.
Yeah, he did, and like I think it was like it was a shoot, as well as work mixed in to get there. That was great, man. That was great entertainment. But yeah, that was probably I thought 2016,
Yeah,
17 wasn't too bad. I thought it was pretty decent. But man, that 2019, yeah. Whew, yeah, we might not want to talk about
garbage.
that. Yeah. But
Yeah.
as we welcome
No, we
James,
want to talk
James,
about this one. We want to talk about this one. We want to talk about this one.
oh, okay, yeah. As we welcome James into the show, James has
Howdy,
strolled
everybody.
in. James has just strolled in. But fair, go ahead, start and kick us off, man, because yeah, you have some things to say about SmackDown. So latest SmackDown on
I
SmackDown.
just I just want to know, when are we going to hold people accountable? When are we gonna hold people accountable? This shit's been bad for 2 years, man. When are we gonna hold people accountable? When are we gonna talk
Mm.
about them? When we gonna talk about the leader of that show? When we gonna talk about the right, bro? That show is unwatchable. Unwatchable at 3 hours. Unwatchable at 2 hours, bro. You get that shit a half hour. That shit is garbage. That show is terrible, bro. You got and I'm not even. You got way too much talent on that show, and I'm not even talking about the lacking talent of the women's division. I'm just talking about the overall talent. You got too much talent on that show to be this unwatchable, bro. This is garbage. You fired the wrong person. Whoever is doing the shit now, you should have fired and let fucking uh Billy or whatever the fuck his name is, Road Dog stay there. This shit is hot trash. And you can take your pick. I can shoot at Cody. I can shoot at Rhea. I can shoot at Jade. I can shoot at what Miz and well no Miz and Danhausen is actually the most entertaining thing on that show. Other than that, this is garbage.
You mean to
Absolute
tell
trash.
you
Shredded.
mean you mean to tell me you're not impressed with the gingerbread man because they can't find any other good stories?
No, no. And I love Trick. And I love Trick. I love Trick individually. But what they're doing with him is garbage. This is trash.
I
This is
think they've
just
hit their
trash.
I think they hit their 2019 era of Monday Night Raw when it was just
This is on the level of it.
yeah
It's
this
not
is
as bad. It's not, I'm not going to disrespect it. Ooh,
but it's getting there though slowly. I also think the problem is that they have a lot of young guys there too that they're trying to reintroduce. Ricky Saints, Trick Williams is over right. I feel like the writing just sucks. I feel like there's not enough capable top guys on the brand. Um, I want to say another problem I have is the misutilization of talent, like you said. Um, they had a really good tag team roster a couple of weeks ago, about last summer, and that looks like it's gone to all haywire. So there's nothing there now. Um, besides Trick Williams and Cody Rhodes and Gunther, what are your main things? And Rhea, Jade, like that's really it. There's not really a good mid card.
that's it.
Um, I feel like they don't utilize Carmelo Hayes in a way. I feel like they don't do a good job of utilizing.
Is he hurt still?
No, I think he's healthy. He
Yeah,
fought
to be
Ricky
fair, he
Saints
was
on
hurt.
Friday.
He just had his first he just had his first match back. He was hurt. He was
Yeah.
legit hurt.
Yeah.
Mm,
To be fair, just
mm.
yeah.
Like Ilya Dragunov, a guy that's really good, doesn't get utilized, right? Um,
I think he's hurt too, but I think I don't. I just think they're hiding that. But good, yeah.
the MFT is just what are we doing? Like now it's just Solo and Royce Keys, like Royce Keys, Tala Tonga. Like what are we doing? Like it's just
Tom is there too. Tom is
I
there.
thought he was gone.
That post was fake. That post was fake. It was fake. He
Wait,
got
what thing?
hacked.
We talking about?
The Tomatanga, he had a post that was saying that pretty much he was out. It was fake.
Oh,
He got
I
hacked. He's
I
still
didn't
with
even
WWE.
I didn't even know. How
Yeah,
about that? I didn't even know about that.
yeah.
Um, it's just very boring, and I feel like they just don't do it. It's almost like an autopilot show. Like you could tell this is written by Chat GPT.
Hmm.
Oh my god. The AI bullshit.
I can't. I
Listen,
can't. I
listen,
can't.
listen.
I can't. I can't believe I wanted. I can't believe I wanted Road Dogg to get fired because thinking that the show would be better, and it ended up
Yeah,
getting
you're
worse.
wrong.
Wow.
It's trash.
It's even
It's
worse.
absolute trash. And I'm listen. You can deal with a trash show if your championship fucking storylines are good. Men's storylines hasn't been good for a while. And it like, can I just call it out? Like, just to be honest, like it has not been good unless he is with Roman Reigns. What feud have you KO excluded? What feud have you cared about? Nothing. You
You
gonna give
know
me
what?
Brock? You gonna give me AJ? Who are you gonna give me that you cared about for longer than two matches?
I feel like
I was gonna say Randy Orton because I really thought they had something there, and they messed
Yeah,
that
you see
story
what
up.
happened.
Yeah, they
They
messed that
fucked it
story
up.
up because you got 20 years easily between those two. You could have easily, uh, uh, yeah, whew, you got 20 years between Randy Orton
It's
and Cody Rhodes.
trash.
You could have flushed that thing out so well, and they chose. I don't know what the hell they were doing or what they didn't do, but it was bad. It was bad,
I can tell you
they
what
or it
exactly
is
what they
bad.
did, and we can just pull it out there because nobody wants to say it,
It's TKO.
bro. They look at metrics. They look at metrics. They look at what's moving shit, and they say Cody ain't moving the shit. So they added Pat, they added Jelly Roll, and tried to get some movement, and the shit still flopped. Why? Because nobody wanted that shit. We wanted the story that we thought we were gonna get. Instead, you gave us fucking Jelly Roll fucking getting. I don't even what happened. I don't even remember what happened.
he elbowed him through the table.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he elbowed him
The
through the
fuck.
table.
You know what
Like
I'm saying? Like that's just corny.
and
Pat,
the
Pat,
what?
Pat wasn't even, Pat was taken out in the first part of the match, and then he comes on with a referee shirt at the end. That's the payoff to this fucking stupid
And
thing you
then
gave us.
he got
But they did
RKO.
it because he's not moving. He's not moving the needle like they think he should be. That's why they get the opportunity to enter in and say, "Yo, listen, you're not getting buzz like that. We're looking at these metrics and these analytical bars, and and it's not moving like we think we should. Like it's not doing it. So we gotta insert Pat. Just make it work. Go ahead, Triple H, make it work. We're gonna insert Pat, but
I
it's
would
because
also
it's not working for that guy.
and I also want to add in too. They had Randy Orton RKO Pat McAfee, and then they had Randy Orton punt Cody Rhodes, hold the belt after WrestleMania. Randy hasn't been seen on TV,
Haven't seen him since.
so by and this is why I'm a very big proponent of if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, stay away from it because, like you said, oh, by the way, like you said, fair, and like you said, Chris, they had 20 years of a history to write between Cody and Randy, and they said, "Fuck it, Pat McAfee," because they think Pat McAfee is going to draw people to the show
The
of a
casuals.
story that was going on for 20
The
years
casuals.
already. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
You know
casuals.
what?
The the
Yeah, the
the,
casuals. Yeah.
the problem is, and I say this all the time, when you introduce casual fans to things, you have to teach them what the story is first to draw them in. You can't just throw in Pat McAfee and say, I know Pat McAfee from the Pat McAfee show. Yeah, sure, I know who he is, but you have to explain the story of Cody and Randy before you introduce casuals into this stuff. Wrestling isn't more casual than ever with people. Maybe people tune in every now and then, whatever, or they know a couple guys, or they reminisce about the Attitude Era, like Pat McAfee did, or just this overgeneralization of what a wrestling fan is. Like you can't just throw somebody that has nothing to do with the story and add an era that made no sense because they didn't wrestle in that era, mind you, and they expect
Hmm.
it to land. It just made no sense. And then they added Jelly Roll in it because well, Cody needs somebody in his corner. I don't care about Jelly Roll being in it. I don't. We're all wrestling fans here, us three, right? We've watched for years. We didn't need to have Pat McAfee come in and explain the story
No.
of why this is important or why this match needs to happen. Just let them figure it out. Randy's more than capable of telling a story. Cody's more than capable of telling a story. Let them do it. Get your hands away from it. Stay the fuck. Let Triple H do what he has to do. You want
So
You want metrics and stuff like that. Let him do it. He's been here before. He's done this for years. Let him do it.
so that just showed you right there that more than likely TKO is definitely meddling in all of this.
Yeah, I think so.
Um, and you know what? I think this is 2026.
Good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Great way to use that meme. Uh, yeah, you know what? I think it's time. It's been 4 years, a little over 4 years now. I think it's time for Cody to turn. It's going to be, but the problem is well, you got to wait for Drew McIntyre. Well, the problem is if he turns, who's going to be your top guy on SmackDown? That's going to be your problem. Who's going to be your top guy on SmackDown?
Well, I mean, the top guy can be the top guy can be
Well,
a villain.
yeah,
We just lived
that's
that
true.
with
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. It's
Well,
the
well,
problem is he able to carry it like a Roman Reigns did and do it effectively? And then who's the protagonist? Who's going at him? That's the problem. And I feel like you was about to say Drew. I don't know if Drew can do that.
no,
I
no,
don't
well,
know if
no.
Drew can do that.
I was going to say Drew from the standpoint of he's a heel, but I was looking at if Cody turns heel, who is going to be that person that he can go against? That that's going to be the problem. That's the
It would have
problem.
to be over. It would have to be over. It's
Well,
the only way.
Oba has other issues, which we can pivot right to. We can pivot right into that because Oba Femi, after he had his challenge shot down, but then he took upon himself to have a challenge. Uh, Out of the shadows came the beast, that being Brock Lesnar. His hamstring messed up again. Man, that dude, hey, he better sit out, man. Sorry, the game's on. Uh, Brock Lesnar came out the shadows at F5. Oba Femi, what, 5 times?
Four.
Four. Okay, I thought it was it felt like five, but he F5'd him
He
four
beat the shit out of
times.
his ass. That's what he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
That's
He
what he did.
definitely did, and that was a huge surprise to everybody because I nobody expect now. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Any of you out there said that you knew that Brock Lesnar was coming back, you are a lying sack, and you know what? Because nobody knew that Brock Lesnar was coming back. Nobody, no fans. Only people who knew was Triple H and ESPN and probably
Well,
TKO or whatever. But no, I'm talking
there
about the
was some
fans,
people out there.
IWC. Nah, nobody
There was
knew.
some
Nobody
people
had a
out
clue.
there.
Nobody knew.
No, there's a
Nobody
lot of
knew.
people that said they didn't believe he was retired. I can't say that. Well, at least I seen him. I seen him. There was a couple. There was a few. There wasn't a lot. There was a few. But
But
they look right. Boy, they look right.
man, James, your thoughts about
Yeah.
this? Brock Lesnar coming back to take on Oba Femi. It looks like they're setting up for Clash in Italy. What are your thoughts about this?
I think it was well put together, to say the truth. I think ESPN kind of called and said, "Let's go. Come on. This is not what we need. Come on. You know the guys you just cut, all 23 guys you just let go of. You see that money you freed up? Go pay him. Go pay him for 2 more appearances. We need it on ESPN." So I thought it was awesome because he could never get the upper hand of him if he faced him head on. He got the upper hand on him from attacking him from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And it showed that he's vulnerable. Just when you thought that he was out of your mind and you retired him, no, I'm still here. I'm still here. I still need to be here. I need to finish this. Now, I thought he was done after WrestleMania. I'm going to be honest with you, um,
Mm-hmm.
because it made it seem like it was. And leaving the boots in the ring and throwing up the X, saying like, "Hey, this is it. This is real. Whatever." awesome blurring lines there for him and stuff. So that was tremendous. But I feel like the road ends at SummerSlam, and I think this was the only way to buy time to figure out if he was coming back or not. Not that it's a problem because you needed to do something with it with them, but I feel like SummerSlam is his last stop on his tour right now, and I feel like he's going to be Brock and Ova Part 3, and that'll be the real retirement match. I think.
So you think Brock gets him here at Clash?
Yes. I think the reason why is because you need a driving force to get you to SummerSlam. And I feel like if you have Brock beat him on some underhanded stuff, it would clear the way to say, okay, here's the third match at SummerSlam. Maybe open up night one, night two, whatever. I don't know. But you could definitely clear the way for that. And it kind of keeps him occupied throughout the summer. And you're not really running around doing this open challenge stuff anymore. Well, you could still do it, but at least you have an end goal in sight of where it's going to end up at, you know. But I thought it was really well done. I feel like it shocked everybody for the most part, but I'm happy that they're extending this at least another match or two because I feel like a 4 minute match between them was good enough to get to show you what it was, but now you have more matches to work with. Now you can flesh out the story a little bit more, and it keeps Paul Heyman in the loop too with it. So
Fair?
I mean, I pretty much agree with James. Like, I don't, I don't know if it was ESPN, say or making him or begging him to come out of retirement. If you put the pieces together, I don't think he was ever retired. I think this was the plan all along. Um, was it supposed to be at Clash? Was it supposed to be at that Madison Square Garden Saturday Night Main Event? Whatever. But it was. I feel like now that the card is played, this was supposed to be a three-match feud. Makes sense. Brock only wrestles three times, and you wrestle here at Clash, and then it's only like 6 weeks from till SummerSlam. So it's not, because obviously he's not going to be on TV every week, right? So yeah, I feel like maybe this was just part of the plan, but then I feel also like putting, and we're gonna get to this in a moment. I feel like putting Roman Jacob tribal combat match and a Gunther Cody match and a Brock Lesnar Oba match. That's the part where it's ESPN saying, "Bro, I need some numbers because this part of the year is dry for us, and we need to try to see what this revenue stream can get." You know what I'm saying? So that part of it, the maxing out of the card, because that is three top tier matches, like WrestleMania level, obviously WrestleMania level matches. Jacob and Roman excluded. I'm exaggerating on that part of it, but this is definitely three major matches to go into a clash. Like this is a B level pay per view. Let's keep it real. But yeah, it's definitely a three match thing. I think definitely Brock. It's no way Brock loses. I feel like if he
And then
loses and then he still wrestles, unless Gunther's losing at Clash and then Gunther is the last match for Brock, maybe. But yeah, I definitely think it's three matches with Oba, and Oba's going to retire him, and yeah, that's the end of Brock. That's the real retirement of Brock. You're absolutely right.
so I,
uh,
so I, I just want to add one more thing too as well. I
go
also
ahead.
think for it being the first pay per view in Italy, I feel like they wanted to have the card be extravagant, right? I feel like if this was in fucking Phoenix, Arizona, they would be like, "Yep, here's 4 matches. Here you go. Here's a little throwaway." You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel this is their first real big event over there. And last year when they went over there for the European tour, I think they went to I think they went to Bologna, and I think I forgot I think was it Milan or was it I think it was Milan, I think,
I
or
can't
Rome,
remember off the top of my head.
one of the cities. But it was electric. It was electric, and I feel like if you they know what they're doing now because they see it obviously. Um, I feel like this is gonna hit. Even if they had just regular four matches, but I really feel like by them putting Jacob, Roman, Cody, and Gunther and Brock and Oba, I feel like they're really saying like, here, you're gonna enjoy this night because they're gonna go crazy, they're gonna scream. And the one thing I love about the European crowds, and I don't mean I'm gonna end this really quick. The one thing I love about European crowds is you see the excitement. You see that they really, really, really love this shit because they don't get it as much as we do, right? And when they have something like this, they tend to show out. So I'm very excited to see that crowd.
I agree. Does this PLE kick off the European tour for them, or
Yes.
will it? Oh, it does. Okay,
Yeah.
so given that rule or given that, yeah, they want to kick off. Damn, Wimby. Uh, I agree with you. They want to put something really nice and shiny on display, and having Brock and Oba definitely does that. I think this will be Oba's first appearance, at least being on the main roster, going over to Europe.
Oh, they're
So
gonna go crazy.
yeah, they're going to go crazy when he comes out.
The entire
Uh,
arena is gonna do the whole strut.
yeah, yeah, they're
Yeah,
going to
he's
go.
definitely gonna be over. There's no doubt about that. Like I'm not
So
worried about Oba.
Oh no 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 no.
Oba's in no danger. Like
No, I'm not
he
saying
is set.
I'm not saying danger. I'm just saying that the boom that's gonna happen when he shows up is gonna be crazy.
No,
They're
I'm
gonna
not
go
saying
yeah,
nuts
as
in there.
far as what you're saying. I'm just saying because you know how the app is gonna be. They go, oh, Oba's buried. He lost to Brock. Like, no, it's
No,
just a progression of a superstar, bro. That's how these dudes get their shine. You have these long feuds with these established veterans, and that's how you get the rub off the veteran, and that's how you become the next star. That's is
hmm
the cycle or the circle of life in WWE and wrestling, period. That's how you get over. You feud with
hmm
these dudes. That's how they see if you're ready. We already know he's ready because he had the 6 minutes that they had. The shit was crazy. I feel
hmm
like this is going to probably go about 10 or 12. SummerSlam will probably hit the 12 mark because Brock's probably going to run a wrestle on his last
yeah,
match. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
this is all great. And this clears the way because we thought that, oh, if they book him like this, you got to have the title match. I don't think, just aside for a second, I don't think they're doing King of the Ring this year. It feels to me
Yeah,
like they're not doing King of the Ring this year.
yeah.
So
Yeah. They have
we
they
might
haven't
have
given
to,
they haven't given an
yeah,
update or nothing. So yeah, I agree with you on that.
yeah. I don't, it doesn't sound like because Saudi would be the place where the main event would be the King of the Ring final. It doesn't sound like they're doing that. To me,
Hmm.
anyway. They might change that. It might announce something, but it doesn't sound like they're doing that for me. And if they're not going to do that, then this over thing with Brock is definitely good for him to stretch him out through SummerSlam. And then what Roman said comes to fruition. Let's see what you do during the summer. Hey, the person who beat Roman had to go through a little test in the summer. Who was that test? Brock Lesnar. If we
Yeah.
connect in the dots. So yeah, like it clears the way for a lot of things. I I wanted in probably next topic. I want to get on it because I think I know what the SummerSlam Night 2 main event is going to be. So go ahead.
Okay. Uh. Well, watching Monday Night Raw was okay. Um. We do know that we're getting Jacob Fatu against Roman again at Clash, so that's going to be the main event. I think
Hmm.
the building is going to explode for Jacob Fatu when he comes out as well. So no, I did like that. I like that the whole segment. I was surprised it was early too. The segment of Roman Reigns and Jacob. Honestly, I thought it was going to be at the very end, but that wasn't it. But I do want to ask you this because this is something that I've been begging for the last year, maybe 2 years, and I know you have too, Fair. Uh, what is your thoughts in the story progression involving the Street Profits?
Uh, Kind of threw me for a loop with the facial expressions and how Montez was kind of eyeing Dawkins after the match. I think I sent you the video or
Yeah.
IG. Um, yeah, so that still gives me Dawkins is turning like for sure now, but
Hmm.
Montez could join. Montez could turn on him and join the division. I'm just that could be a thing. Is all I'm saying. He could definitely turn heel, join the division, and be a part of that frat club, as I like to call it. But yeah, I definitely think the street they got something planned for Montez, and I think this is the trigger point for that. Whatever this, we'll get to the picks for Saturday Night Main Event in a minute, but whatever that match outcome is the launching pad for Montez.
Um, do you? My thing is, don't rush it. Let it let it build up a little bit. Let it. Hey, if anything, you can kind of maybe I don't want to say stretch out the entire summer, but you can let it flow out a little bit around June. Maybe hit July or something like that. But
Hmm.
let it play out a little bit.
I
I don't
think
know. I don't know if you want to rush it
I
just yet.
think that if he's joining the vision, that you let that part play out.
Hmm.
But if he's going to turn, meaning either one of them, it has to be that next match either on Clash or on Raw in Italy. Like they have whoever's turning has to turn this Saturday. Because you
Mm.
can't. I don't. That's it's like I said. It's the trigger point. You have to
Okay.
do something there. The latest would be on Monday, which is the go home show for Clash, and then you can do whatever you're doing on that next Monday. But I think the trigger has to be at least pulled, and the bullet has to fly to whoever is going to get hit. We might not see it until the next episode, but we have to know the trigger's been pulled. If you get what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I got you, James.
Um, to tell you the truth, I don't know if it's a good idea to split them up.
Okay.
Um, because you just don't have tag teams. You don't have tag teams. So by you splitting them up to throw Montez Ford and Dawkins by themselves, you have nobody on Raw to challenge the Vision. Nobody.
There
The
you go.
Usos are doing the thing with Jacob and Roman. Where are the War Raiders?
You War Raiders are in AAA, but you think that because they took a month off, that they can't just automatically throw the Usos back in the tag team division title shot?
They can, but I'd
And they
rather see
will.
some, rather see something different. At least because
Well, you're not going to see anything different. Just saying.
I
I will
just
bet any amount of money you want to bet that the Usos and Roman will end night two holding all that gold up on SummerSlam. I will bet money.
hopefully it's a bad
Folded.
dream, and hopefully it's a bad dream, and I
Never
wake
hold.
up from the nightmare.
Yeah. And then you wake up and you be like, yeah, that nightmare was actually deja vu because it happened.
Hopefully it's a nightmare, and I wake up from it. But anyway,
No, in all
splitting.
honesty, man, David, the Street Profits have been needing to break up for a while. Uh, the one thing that you hope, obviously, if you do break them up, that you have good stories and you have something planned for them. Which to fair to your point, um, you don't just split them up just because. I mean, do they need it? Yes, but don't just split them up and then you do nothing. Then you do absolutely nothing with them. But I do think Montez Ford has star potential written all over. Matter of fact, I know he has star potential written all over him. I think everybody knows that, and we thought they were going to pull the trigger back in 2022 when he had that match in the Elimination Chamber. I thought they were going to pull it
They
then.
didn't.
Yeah, so I just hope that you know they have good stories and good and something good for them, so that way they can not waste any potential or anything like that. That's what I'm hoping.
And yeah, listen, I don't like. Let's jump right to it because the tag team you mentioned too much. So the story was that WWE wanted to how they say it
Rebuild it.
strengthen or rebuild their tag team division, and then smart marks. Why did you fire your own tag teams this summer? Just because you have a bunch of tag teams doesn't make you a good division. You can have 6, 7, 8 tag teams on both shows each, so that's 16 teams in total, and have just as much. You can put some teams together and let them run for 6 months. Like you can make it better without having a bunch of tag teams. So like, I don't like. Can we like? That's what stifles creativeness. You have this whole bunch of talent on that roster, and nobody uses them any fucking way. So why have a bunch of 20? Why have
Yeah.
28 teams on combination of both shows and nobody's using them? Nah, drop that to 16 and then make your shit exciting. Because on SmackDown, let me tell you something. The tag team division they need on SmackDown. Okay, they need that shit. Cause Raw's mid card is fine to me. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy Raw's mid card. I enjoy when they bring the women's tag team over to Raw because there's a whole bunch of talent that's over there and they actually do good shit. So the mid card for Raw is fine. It's SmackDown. Like I feel like like every NXT call up should have went over to SmackDown. Put Obo over there. They got Trick over there. Javon needs to go over there. Everybody needs to go over there because it's ass over there.
Well, what they should
But
do
yeah,
too what they should do too is they shouldn't have 2 separate belts for 2 separate brands either. Because I feel
definitely need to consolidate those titles. Yep.
because I feel like that's what hurts them too. Like if you're gonna consolidate, if you consolidate the belts and just have them to go back and forth, it's all right. It's not that bad.
That means
If you
the
have
teams can be on both shows, and then that means the champions obviously be on both shows. It makes it a better show.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, you know my claim and you know my stance. I've been saying it for months and I'll shot or years, and I'll shout it to the mountaintops. If your tag team division is terrible, you're going to suffer a lot. You're going to suffer. You're going to suffer,
It
and I
means
hope they get.
the bulk of your show is terrible because that's most of the mid card, which is the tag team division, mostly is the bulk of your show. Roman Reigns ain't out there for fucking 40 minutes of a show, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like CM Punk's not out there for 40 minutes of a show. Like you need those dudes to fill like an hour and 20 minutes of a show. And you
And it's
just
bad enough. It's already 3 hours. So, dude, yeah, whew, man,
yeah.
I'd rather watch paint dry than watch the episode of SmackDown, man, because it's getting it's getting brutal, man.
It got
It
so
is
bad.
ass.
It got so bad to the point when I say, you know what, fuck, I'm not going to waste recording space on my DVR no more. Because I'll record
Bro, I
it.
was out after I didn't even watch the main event match where I didn't even get into because I kind of do, but I'm not going to because I didn't even watch the main event that I fucking complained about. Why? Because I turned off the show after fucking Royce Keys randomly comes down and say, "Well, if you don't want to take the match, I'll do it," and you're gonna sign a contract with somebody else's name on it. What? That's not how contracts work. And that's the same bullshit that we can all complained about what John Cena did when he wanted to face Roman Reigns. When he took whoever's title shot away. I think was it Finn? He took Finn's title shot away.
Yeah.
We all complained about that, but it's cool with Royce Keys because it gives him exposure. How? He lost.
Well, I mean,
This man wrestled 4 matches on SmackDown. You put a loss on him already. Why?
could I make the argument saying
But
that putting him in the ring with Gunther is a good thing for him? Because it shows that they have a future for him in a way. And I feel like,
to lose?
yeah, but it's not like he lost to fucking Garza. He lost to
Bro,
Gunther.
he lost because he was distracted by Gunther. Gunther didn't beat him.
Right, but
Gunther took advantage.
yeah, but
That does nothing for him.
right, but doesn't that kind of protect him because Solo got interfered in the match with him? Because me and you spoke about this in the
It's
chat the other day.
not protection if you are building the career. Protection is for dudes that are already established. A Gunther, a Cody, a CM Punk. Those dudes give protection to each other. He doesn't have credibility in WWE to get protection. So that loss is just a loss. That's it. It's a loss on his record because he wants to come down to the ring when he's not supposed to. And speaking of
Yes.
people not supposed to, LA Knight, mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business.
We'll talk about the Ufalafa.
Like, why are you interrupting? Are you gonna beat up me like you beat up Jacob? Are you gonna try to kill me like Jacob did? Cause yeah, if you do that, we're gonna jump you. You see the stupid shit that I'm talking about? Like I'm not an idiot. Who randomly comes up and say, "Oh, you're doing the same thing Division does"? No, they didn't actually, because this dude tried to kill all three of them, so they jumped him. That don't make sense. I'm not stupid. Sorry.
Well, somebody has to call them out for it. Somebody got to say
For
something.
what? For what? For what, James? What did they do?
Somebody got to call them out for something. You can't,
James,
you
what did
can't-
they do?
You can't let the sins of the past 4 years of them running around Roman go to waste. You know that damn well
I
how they
got-
write stories in this
So
company.
you're blaming for you're doing it for the 2000 version of the OG bloodline, not the motherfuckers that all got their ass beat for fucking at least 5 minutes.
Yeah,
They
but
jumped the dude after
yeah,
they
but
tried to kill him.
you know how
Self defense is something that you got to call out, huh?
wait, this is a kayfabe story here. Ain't nobody trying to kill nobody. What are we doing?
That's how we're gonna play it. Okay,
I'm
like we
just
wasn't talking like, bro. Jacob Fatu was beating the shit out of their ass. Was he
yeah,
not?
he was.
So what did they do?
They jumped him. But again, LA
Thank you.
Knight,
It's kayfabe. Don't
LA
do that.
Knight,
Don't do that.
LA Knight is calling them out because
For what?
they were together. They split up with Roman. They were cool. LA Knight had problems with them when he was champion back on SmackDown in 2023, and he saw how they were prior to this. And now he sees them going back to doing what they did with Roman at first. That's what's going on. Now, it may not be true in the grand scheme of things. It might be viewed differently in his eyes. And there you go with that video again, just to tell me that I'm somehow wrong in this. But you have to connect the dots somehow. Okay? You have to connect the dots somehow. You can't. It's the same thing with Seth Rollins in a sense. Everybody hated Seth Rollins because he ran roughshod through Monday Night Raw. Now all of a sudden he's back and he looks around and is like, I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't trust you. I didn't like you to begin with. Now I definitely don't like you. Someone got to say something about it. Just because it's not the business, not your business or whatever, someone got to say something about it. Now, if it's the wrong messenger, right message, I don't know. But someone got to do it.
Fair? You want to respond?
Do I need to? Like, you can move on.
Well,
I got to respond to it because you did it back in 2023 and it looks the same, but it doesn't look the same because I was being assaulted and then we defended ourselves. I don't understand. And this is not me justifying real life. Hold on. This is not me justifying real life to a wrestling story. That's legitimately what happened on the fucking TV on a wrestling show, that somebody beat the shit out of three people and then they caught on and jumped him. And then now I don't know. He gets to say, "Oh, you running roughshod because then you defended yourselves." I don't get that. Like, how do you connect that dot? He did it back in 2023, but in 2026 he was jumped, and it's not the same thing. But I'm connecting the dot. That don't make sense to me. You're connecting the dot. That
Maybe.
feels like you're connecting a forced dot that you're sitting because you're a hater. That's a forced dot connection.
I
That's
don't
what you
hate.
did.
I don't hate.
You forced the dot connection. You forced the dot connection.
But did it not happen though
That's a
previously?
new thing. What does that have? What does 2023 have to do with 2026?
What is the
Are you
biggest
the
thing?
same person that you were in 2023 that you are now?
I am. Doesn't mean everyone else
Well,
is.
that's poor evolution. And you just proved my point again. That doesn't mean everybody else is. So maybe Roman was
But
trying to do the right thing. This crazy ass Samoan is out here trying to kill us, but we gotta let him kill us because it gives you old vibes because you're scared of us. So I'm supposed to not defend myself because
but
your
he
ass is scared of us
but
getting
he was
together
caught.
again.
But he was
I
calling him
don't
out before. He was calling him out before that too. Was he not?
it made no sense then. Mind your fucking business. We're speaking about family right here. You know nothing about it. Kayfabe or real life. Know nothing about it. But you want to come in here and say, oh, you're with Roman again. That means you're there. Oh, you just running around beating people up. No, they didn't run around beating people up. This motherfucker tried to kill him. Kayfabe, obviously. It was no point for him to be there like that. He could have did the Seth thing and left.
He
It was
he
no point to have him stick his nose in that goddamn fucking feud. No point. Justify it all you want to. There was no point.
he was doing it. Okay, he was doing it before this all happened too. But was he not telling him that prior to WrestleMania? And then he got written off TV for a couple
And then
weeks.
you need to mind his business then too. Yeah.
Well, as somebody that is kind of cool with Big Jim and Jay, they don't really get along too well. Someone's got to say something.
Okay, so you're cool with Big Jim. And Big Jim told you every single time that you butted your nose in it, not now. Has nothing to do with you. So he told you to mind your fucking business. And you didn't mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. In kayfabe, mind your fucking business. That had nothing to do with you. You cannot give me a justification that's gonna make sense that LA Knight, the character, needs to get involved and state his opinion in something that had nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. It's poor writing. Ain't about LA Knight. It's poor creative. You didn't have to stick him in there.
But wasn't he cool with them? Yeah, but again, they did this with
You
the
can be
6-man tag
cool.
match.
You know what's being cool? Hold on, James. If you're my friend, you know what's being cool. And let me say it again, kayfabe. You know what's being cool? I just got jumped. Are you good? We're cool. I didn't want to involve myself in your family business. Are you good? You just got choked out, Jimmy. It made you do the worst splash you ever did in your life. You sure you good?
That was a pretty awful
James,
splash.
Jay, it was a terrible splash. Jay, you did the flying carpet spear. I don't know what you did. That might have been because you got choked out. You good? That's being a friend. That's cool. Not accusing me of I'm bad because I'm with my cousin that was getting jumped. But we were getting jumped before my cousin got there, and then we turned it around. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the poor creative of it. If he's cool with them, they tagged up. He has no reason to suspect them. Until it happens, you don't have to say nothing. Maybe it will be a time where they go butt rock crazy, and then you can get them in their face and all of that shit. They just got beat up. You're supposed to be a teammate of them. WrestleMania had this big moment. Why are you fucking accusing them of something? It doesn't matter if he said it before or said it after. Jimmy told you, the dude that you're cool with, to mind your fucking business, and you didn't mind your business because why? That's the dumb creative of it. That's the dumb creative of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the intensity of this conversation between Fair and James. Hope you guys are entertained as much as I am right now. So we're going to go ahead, James. Go ahead.
Once a week on Wednesdays, sometimes Thursdays. It happens.
It happens. It happens.
Sometimes
Yes.
Fridays.
Yes. Yes, it does happen. We're going to go ahead and get to the last portion of our show right now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about
If you don't
Saturday
stop
night's minute.
talking in that WBLS fucking whatever the R&B hour is, get the fuck out of here. Stop whispering in my ear, cuz. What the fuck wrong with you?
Ah.
ASMR.
Fuck wrong. Hold on. Nah, you know what? Nah, fuck out of
You
here, son. Fuck
are
out of here.
test.
Oh, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. No, I am glad I'm glad you brought that up. Uh, Danhausen, dude is like, hey, I was wrong about
Everywhere.
Danhausen. I was wrong about him. I can
Me
admit
too.
it. I was wrong
Me too.
because I didn't think
Me
it was
too.
going to be a good gimmick at all. And man, this has really picked up steam. Uh, dude, it's killing. Matter of fact, earlier in the town hall meeting this week, Triple H and Nick Khan revealed that Danhausen has become the second biggest merchandise seller at WWE right now. James, man, what does this say about Danhausen? Like, would you like to see him in more matches, or do you like him the way his character is on is being portrayed on TV? Because he's darn near everywhere. He's been on what First Take what 3 times now, I think, or something like that.
These 3 or 4 times now. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should just keep him how he is.
Okay.
When a comedic wrestler is branded right, it hits very well. And I believe that they've hit a grand slam after striking out looking on his first debut in Chicago. They really, boom, like right off with him. I feel like that when you have when you have a comedic wrestler like him and he's over with the fans and stuff, it's gonna hit regardless. You always have the funny, goofy things that happen with him. You know that you are cursed and things happen in the ring, magical. Oh my God, what like lightning hits the ring post. Oh my God, like what happened? Like he shouldn't be anything more than that. Really, he has decent. He's a decent in ring wrestler. It's just if you overexpose him in more matches, I feel like the wear kind of runs down a little bit. And I feel like what he's doing is perfect because you have him make appearances here, you have him make appearances there, you have him, do the little Monday Night Raw like commercials and give out the T-shirts and human monies and all that and whatever else he says, and it's good for him right now. I
If
don't
he
really
makes
see
a
the
human
point.
money's t-shirt, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like I've given human monies to his T-shirt collection. I have a shirt coming. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
Mm-hmm.
he's perfect, and I'm not surprised he's the second leadest. I'm not surprised he's the second leadest guy in the company because he's funny. The kids like him, and it works. And they put him in there with somebody that they put him in there with the Miz. And everybody knows the Miz. Miz at this point in his career is getting people over. It works. It works, and I don't see They had him in there with John Cena. They had him in there with John
Right.
Cena at WrestleMania, and John Cena was laughing at it, mind you. He was laughing at it. Like, it works. It sticks. Just what he's doing is perfect. No need to change it. Have him go on ESPN, have him go on this, have him go on that. Do whatever. Say you are cursed, even though he cursed the Cavs. And that shit is real. Okay? It's a fucking shame.
Yeah. What was it,
Yeah.
20 points?
22-point
22
lead.
They
and
came
with
back 20
8 minutes left to go.
points?
22
Yeah.
points in 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Fair? Go ahead,
That
man.
hurt. That hurt me.
Yeah. Fierce.
No, I mean, I agree. I agree with all of y'all. You know, I'll end it just with this. We go into picks. I wonder who's number one.
I think it's Cody. But let's go ahead and get to our picks. I think it's Cody. Let's
And
get to our
Michael
picks
Irvin
for
laughed.
for Saturday night's main event, which is taking place this coming up Saturday on the 22nd. There, right there on your screen. 5 matches actually. I thought it was gonna be 4 this time, but it's 5 matches. We have Penta against Ethan Page for the IC belt. The Vision takes on the Street Profits for the tag team belts. Page and Bria Bella Brie Bella, excuse me. They take on the irresistible force that is
I
Lash
said
Legend
Bria Bella.
and yeah, Brie Bella, Lash Legend and
Bria
Nia
Bella.
Jax. Yeah, her. Uh, for the women's tag team championship, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss against Michin, Jade, and B Fab. And then I was kind of surprised by this, but Sol Ruka and Becky Lynch, they will face each other. It's a non-title match. So you have 5 matches for Saturday night's main event that is coming up. Let me go ahead and start right here with Penta against Ethan Page for the IC belt. Fair, who do you have in this one?
Go Ethan Page.
Okay. All right. James?
Ethan Page. He's new. He's a call up. You might as well expose him to this. And he's a very good heel and very good at what he does. So I feel like you open up the door to more potential challengers with him as the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
Also, I think they're
I
going to use Penta a
oh,
little bit in Triple H shortly with Triple
Speaking
Mania coming up. So I think
speak
he's going to be over
oh,
there.
speaking of
Yeah.
tag teams, speaking of tag teams, Ray Phoenix is not doing anything. You want to rebuild the tag division? Lucha Bros. Let them cook.
It could be it. It could be Tom. It could be. Could be absolutely.
uh, uh, I'll say Penta. I'll take Penta.
Yeah.
I can see Ethan Page winning, but I think they're going to keep the belt on him just a little bit longer. And I think if he doesn't lose it this Saturday, I think he loses it in Clash, or at Clash rather. Uh, Page and Brie Bella against the Irresistible Forces and Lash Legend and Nia Jax for the women's tag team championship match here. Who do you guys have winning this match? James?
I feel like it's Lash and Nia. It was a cool thing with the Bella Page come back, really nice, but it was better for Nia and Lash to have it. So I'm gonna go with them.
Okay. Fair?
This is hard. This is actually hard. I don't feel. I don't feel like a Saturday night main event is gonna have that many title changes. Um, and I already picked my Intercontinental title change, so I'm gonna go Paige and Brie Bella retains. Maybe Nikki returns, causing an interference type of win. I think that
Okay.
happens.
I'll go Page and Brie Bella. I'll go with them as well too. I'll go with them as well. Let's go with Sol Ruka and Becky Lynch. Kind of surprised that this wasn't that they didn't have the women's IC title on the line because Fair, I think you had mentioned that you felt that they were going to possibly send Becky back to the main event title scene, but it looks like
Hmm.
uh, that. Well, I'm not saying it can't happen, but not right now. It's not going to happen right now.
If I'll go first on this pick. Let me go first on this
Go ahead.
pick. I think
Go ahead.
So Ruka obviously wins. I don't think they have her lose like that on a big stage on her first shot at it. And I think the rematch is at Clash, and then Becky wins that, and then they probably take it to Saudi after that because Saudi's the next pay per view, right? If I'm in
Yeah.
June, right?
Yes,
I
yes.
think that goes to Saudi. That's the women's match for Saudi. Um, but yeah, I think Sogaruka wins. Second match would be next week, and then Saudi.
James?
So it's not for the Intercontinental title no more, right?
Nope. Nope.
Okay. So with that being said, I believe that's a Sol Ruka victory. I don't know if it extends 3 matches, but I feel like she's not ready to be Intercontinental Champion yet. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends at Clash for some reason.
I'm gonna go. So I think it's a clean sweep. So Ruka. So Ruka wins. And I agree. I think the next match will be at a Clash, and then I do think they conclude next month with this feud here. The
Mm.
women's six woman tag team match: Charlotte, Rhea, and Alexa against Jade, Meechin, and B Fab. Charlotte, Rhea, and Alexa win this match. I think we all can agree on that one. Fair.
Nah, I think Jade, and them.
I don't.
Honestly,
Okay.
Yeah,
actually,
I feel like Jade and them have to win, but Charlotte and Alexa have been getting pinned a lot lately. I don't know how much longer that lasts, and we know Rhea's not gonna get pinned.
Mm-hmm.
no, I think Rhea gets pinned. I think Jade pins Rhea. It'll be off interference. It'll be off fatal influence, probably coming in and doing something to have it that way. But it'll definitely be Rhea taking a pin because that I think Rhea Jade 2 is for Clash. They just haven't announced the rest of the matches yet because this pay per view hasn't, or this special, whatever you want to call it, hasn't happened yet. So that's when they'll announce the rest of the card. Believe it or not, next week is a PLE. So they
Oh
have
yeah,
two
Right.
literally back to back weeks.
The
Yeah.
back. That's crazy.
So yeah,
That's crazy. Okay, so you guys are taking Jade and her people. Is that correct?
yes.
Okay. All
yeah.
right. And then the last match, uh, for the men's tag team championships, the Vision against the Street Profits. Vision retains, and I think I think you said that we're going to start to see the dissolvement or the what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, the
Dismemberment.
breakup. Yeah,
Breakup.
thank you. The breakup, dismemberment of the Street Profits. But yeah, I have the Vision winning. I think the Vision retains.
We'll go Street
Okay.
Profits.
Street Profits. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair.
I'm going Seth Braun interference. Logan catches Montez, pins him. Vision wins.
Okay. All right.
Who's the
Well,
main
ladies,
event?
Probably
that you know,
Penta and Ethan Page.
no, I think it's the Vision.
Actually, it might be the Vision. Actually, I think about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's the
Yeah,
Vision
it's
and
the Vision,
Profits.
yeah.
I think it's the Vision and Profits. They're
Maybe,
getting.
and I give a close second to Soul Ruka and Becky. They might make it. They can make an event.
I
House
think
show
so.
level PLE.
I think Sol Ruka and Becky Lynch kick things off.
You think
I
that's
feel
the
like
first match?
I feel
I
like
think.
Yeah.
Go ahead, my bad.
I said I think it's a 6-man women's tag match. To tell you the truth, because to open
Yeah,
to have
I think
Rhea
that's
Ripley's gonna open the show. Everyone's gonna be up and excited.
Okay.
right.
I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Right.
I'm not mad at that, but okay. All right. Well, Saturday night's main event takes place this Saturday. Where are they at again? I forgot.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh, okay. Not too far from me.
Huh?
All right.
Pat gonna be
No.
there. Look,
Oh gosh, yeah, he probably
Pat
will
gonna
be.
announce. Pat gonna announce.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to Wrestle with the Bros. Hey, follow us on Twitter at X or whatever you want to call it at WWTB 2024. Hit that like, subscribe button on our YouTube channel so when we go live like we are now, you will know. For our executive producer, Smitty, James, Fair, I'm Chris. Y'all take care. Have a great week. Enjoy the special house show, whatever it is. Smitty, hit the music. We're out. Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the 12th episode. I remember this time. 12th episode of Wrestling with the Bros.
acknowledge us.